We are live. This is UFC 203, Miocic versus Overeem. This is Ricky.
What's up, guys? This is Justin. This card is next Saturday, a week from this one, and it's a really good card. I mean, it's stacked from top to bottom. We got a title fight. We got Gall versus CM Punk. We got Nick Lentz versus Taisumov. We got Faber. A lot of good cards, and let's go with the first one. Start off.
Don't forget Werdum versus Browne, man. It's that big heavyweight clash, too. All right, let's start off with the first fight, though. They're all good. We got Hadzovic versus Yusuke Kasaya. They're going to be fighting at the lightweight division, 155. He's 10-3. Yusuke is 9-2. As you can see, Damir's got 50% KO rate, and but the Kasuga is a good grappler. He's got 89% submission rate, so we might be seeing a good striker versus grappler match. I think they're both kind of newcomers to the UFC, but if I were to pick one, I think I'm gonna go with Japanese Yusuke Kasaya because he's gonna take it down, and go for the sub. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick against you. I'm gonna pick Damir. Damir has fought in the UFC once. He's fought Taisumov, who's also fighting this card on a short notice, and he got knocked out in the first round, but he put up a good fight. I mean, it was just his first fight. He actually trained with Nicholas Dalby, and Taisumov is knocking out everybody. So I don't think it's bad at all that a guy making his debut in like a week, got knocked out in the first round. I mean, he looked pretty decent before that, but he's a finisher too. He's a big lightweight, and I don't think that the guy making his debut is gonna be able to hang in there with him on the feet. So I'm gonna be going with Damir. I'm probably not gonna bet on this fight because Damir might be a big favorite, but I'm picking Damir. All right, so the next fight we got Drew Dober versus Jason Gonzalez. Drew Dober, he's kind of inconsistent, and I'm not the biggest fan of him. He trains, I think, with Matt Brown on those guys' elevation, but he's hit or miss, dude. And Jason Gonzalez is making his debut. He's from Tough. He was on the season, I think, with McGregor versus Faber, and he actually trains at Millennia with Lorenz Larkin, about 10 minutes from my house. And I'm actually going to go with the guy making his debut. He's a very tall lightweight. He's a finisher. He has a really good record. He's on an impressive run, and I don't think Dober is going to be able to handle him. So I'm going to be probably bet on this fight too. I'm going to pick Jason Gonzalez to the win, and I think he's going to finish Dober. I'm not high on Dober. I always fade Dober. He's not that good of a fighter. Eric Koch was supposed to fight him. Koch would have smoked him. So I'm going to be going with Jason Gonzalez. What about you?
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to agree with you on this one because I'm not a big fan of Dober either. I usually like to stay away from that guy for some reason. I mean, the dude got choked out he got subbed by Efren, fucking Escudero. You know what I mean?
It was a standing guillotine on the feet, I think a couple minutes in.
I don't know. Yeah, come on, bro.
Efren has good jiu-jitsu though, and you know what? Dober's a tough guy. I'll give him that. He's a really tough guy. It's hard to finish him.
Like you said, he's just inconsistent, and I like Jason Gonzalez's submission game. So I think he's gonna do good, and I think he's gonna get the win.
He has good stand-up too. I like Jason Gonzalez.
Yeah, so do I. I'm gonna go with you too, and go with Gonzalez for the win. All right, let's go for the next fight. We got CB Dollaway versus Francimar Barroso. They're going to be fighting at the light heavyweight division. And to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of CB Dollaway. But I'm not familiar with the guy he's fighting. But to be honest, I think CB Dollaway was only decent back in the day when the UFC was not as competitive as it is today. But we got this guy Francimar Barroso. He just got subbed out by Nikita Krylov. But I mean, Nikita Krylov is a beast. So I don't know. But other than that, he beat Elvis Mutopic in a unanimous decision. I mean, he's 18-5. CB Dollaway is 16-9. If I were to pick, I think I'm gonna have to go with Francis Barroso, just because I'm not a big fan of CB Dollaway, and I'm probably gonna go with the decision. But I can also see CB Dollaway laying prey, but I'm not gonna bet on this fight. What about you?
Yeah, I'm done picking guys that train at Power MMA. Gigliotti messed me up, and I don't know, man. There's something about Power MMA, dude. Like, those guys suck, dude. So I'm gonna fade them. And Dollaway's making his debut at 205. And I don't know how Nate Marquardt knocked him out at 185, but he's making his first fight in this weight class. And Francisco's not that good of a fighter either, dude. Like, he's a boring decision guy. He doesn't like the finish. So I feel like this is gonna be a decision. It could be a split. We'll see how CB does, but I'm gonna go with Francisco. I think he has more tools. I don't think CB can get him to the ground, and I see him just keeping a distance and tagging him on the feet. I don't think there's going to be a finish, but I got Francisco by decision. I'm not going to be betting this fight. The last fight on the preliminary card, UFC Fight Pass, we got Yancy Medeiros against Sean Spencer. Yancy's making his debut at welterweight. I think he should have been here a long time ago. He's a big 155-pounder, and he missed weight a couple of times. So I think 170 is perfect for him. And Sean Spencer, he has good boxing, but Mike Pyle knocked him out in the third round. And he also had a close fight with Gall, and which I think he won. And you know what? I think this fight all comes down to who has more heart, who's tough. And I think Yancey's more tough. He has a better chin. We clearly saw that in his last fight against Ronaldo. He has a chin for days. A chin for days. He's tough. He doesn't quit. He does have a good stand-up, and he has a good sub-game. So I just think he's too well-rounded for Spencer. I think on the feet it's close, but I think Yancey's better on the ground, and I don't think Spencer has the best ground game. So I'm going to be going with Yancey in this fight. What about you?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to agree with you, too. I kind of think Sean Spencer's not really that great at all. He's kind of bottom of the barrel, you know?
He has good boxing, but that's it. I think Yancey has just as good or even better.
I mean, yeah, Yancey's striking is better. I think Yancey has more tools in his arsenal, you know?
Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I just think he's a better athlete in general. I'm going to go with Yancey for the win. Maybe TKO.
Change with your boy, Diaz.
Yeah. Represent, homie. Don't be scared.
All right, dude, call the next fight. I can't wait for the next fight.
All right, next fight's going to be a good fight. We got little guys fighting at 125. We got Ian McCall versus Ray Borg. Ian McCall's ranked 5. Ray Borg is 14. But to be honest, I think this fight is closer than what the rankings make it seem to be. You know what I mean? I think Ray Borg is on his way up. Ian McCall is not that impressive to me. The only reason I know him was because he lost to Demetrius Johnson 2 times. To be honest, I don't think he's that motivated anymore. He lost to John Lineker as well as Joseph Benavidez. You know, he loses to good guys though. But Ray Borg just coming off a loss with Justin Scoggins. This is going to be a close fight. You know, I think it could go either way. But, if I were to choose, I think I'm going to go with Uncle Creepy, just because he's probably fought the better people. I'm not a big fan of him, but I just think he's going to win this fight. What about you?
Yeah, I actually disagree. I don't think this is a closer fight people think. I got Ian McCall in this fight all day. Ray Borg did move over to Jackson's in Albuquerque, but he doesn't have good stand-up, and McCall doesn't have the best stand-up either. I think on the feet it's close, but I'm going to go with McCall. And Ray Borg's game is all about his ground game. He cannot take down McCall. McCall has a better ground game. Ian McCall is one of the best ground games in the division. There's no way Borg can take him down, and I can see McCall taking Borg down. Scoggins took Borg down, so on the feet is close. I do give the edge, though, to Uncle Creepy, but Borg had terrible stand-up. I don't think Creepy has terrible. I think it's decent, but I think Ian McCall has the better ground game, and I honestly see him taking him down and putting him in some bad positions and possibly subbing Ray Borg. So if Borg's the favorite in this fight, which I hope he is, I'm going to be laying some dough on Uncle Creepy. So I got Uncle Creepy. He made a statement.
There's no way, dude. There's no way Ray Borg's going to be the favorite. He's ranked 14.
Scoggins was the favorite against Ray Borg, and Scoggins is ranked way. He was like 12 too. So, he made a statement when he made weight, and Scoggins didn't. So I honestly think Borg's going to be the favorite. Scoggins was, and Scoggins is 12.
Hopefully, I'll be betting on that too then.
All right, so we both got Uncle Creepy.
Yeah. Call the next fight.
All right, dude. We got Brad Tavares in the middleweight division versus KO Magalhaes. This is a pretty easy fight in my opinion. I got Brad Tavares in this fight. He hasn't fought in a while. He's a good fighter. He's beaten good guys. He's beaten Lentz Larkin. He's been in there against good competition, and I don't think KO's that impressive. He is a fast starter, but he also got popped and for something. And I like fading guys that get caught for that stuff. And he's a Brazilian. He's tough. He's well-rounded. But I think Brad Tavares has more tools. I think Tavares is more well-rounded than him. And I think Tavares is the better chin. I think Tavares could weather the storm and grind this one out. So I got Brad Tavares. What about you?
Yeah, so we got Magalhaes. He's 9-2. And then Brad Tavares, he's 13-4. So Brad Tavares has been through. He's got a little more experience under his belt. Been through a little more wars. He's coming off a loss of Robert Whittaker. He beat Nate Marquardt. I mean, he also beat Lentz Larkin, but that was a long time ago. That was a unanimous decision. I don't know. I think this is going to be a close fight. It's kind of hard to say who he's going to. I mean, Magalhaes has got some punching power, man. He's got some first-round KOs, but like you said, he just got popped. And I don't know. It's kind of hard to bet on those kind of guys. Probably not going to bet on this fight, though, because it could be pretty either way. But I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to choose Brad Tavares. Just I think he's going to, like you said, weather the storm, grind it out, and probably take him down and just wrestle him out and ground and pound. Probably get a decision. So should be an interesting fight to watch. All right, so ready for the next one?
Yeah, you want me to call or you got it?
I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So we got Nick Lentz, who's 28-7, and we got Merabik Taisumov, who's 25-5. They're going to be fighting at the lightweight division. It's going to be a pretty close, hard fight to pick. But if I were to pick a fighter, I think I'm going to go with the Russian Taisumov. Nick Lentz is pretty good, but I don't know. He's not that. I'm not that impressed with him. He lost to Chad Mendez, and I think he's going up now to 155.
He's going back to 155. Yeah.
Yeah, he got subbed by Charles. I don't know. I just think that this Russian he's got a lot of. He's coming off a good 4-win streak. He's got some KOs and TKOs on his record, and I just think he's going to be too much for him to handle. I think he's probably going to knock him out. I mean, Nick Lentz going back up to 155. So you can tell that he's kind of a smaller 155er, and I just think he's going to be lights out for him. What about you?
Yeah, Lentz is a smaller 155er, but he has a better gas tank. At 145, he didn't look that good. I mean, he was big, a really big 145, but his gas tank, I mean, I heard that it was a lot on his body, and he had to go up 155. So this is a good fight. This is one of my favorite fights of the card. I'm excited to see what the line's going to be. I have a feeling that Taisumov is going to be a big favorite, and I'm going to be picking Nick Lentz in this fight with the dog. Taisumov is a beast. He's been knocking out everybody, okay? But all the guys he's been fighting have been scrubs. Nick Lentz is no scrub. He's a ranked featherweight. He beat Hacker Diaz, a top 10 featherweight. He had a very good fight with Charles Oliveira. I mean, it was a close back-and-forth fight, close first round. Lentz won the second, then he got subbed in the third round. So I honestly think that Lentz is a very tough dude. Has a good chin. I do not see Taisumov knocking him out, and I think Lentz has more tools. So I think Lentz can get a grinding decision in this fight. So I'm definitely gonna be betting on Lentz. I'm confident in this pick. I've been confident in this pick since it got announced. I'm a big Lentz fan, and I do think Lentz has what it takes to beat Taisumov. So beat that, homie. All right, so the next fight on the card, we got Jessica I versus Betch Correia. This is an easy fight to pick, in my opinion. I got Betch, even though I hate her, but I got her all day in this fight. Yes, Jessica I is fighting in her hometown, but Jessica I has looked pretty shitty lately. Okay? Terrible, in my opinion. A lot of losses, hasn't looked good. She's one-dimensional. She's good on the feet, but she has terrible, takedown defense. Not good on the ground. And Betch looked pretty impressive against Rocky in the last fight. A lot of people, including me, thought she won. She lost a split decision. I think she won. She looked really good in that fight. And, yeah, she did pretty bad against Ronda Housey. That's how she pronounced it. But I got Betch in this fight, dude. Betch is more rounded than Jessica I. And I think Betch is better on the feet than Jessica I, even though it's close. But she's just more rounded. I got Betch. What about you?
So Betch Correia is she's 9-2, and we got Jessica I at 11-5. I think I might have to disagree with you. I don't think Betch is that good. She got knocked the fuck out by Ronda Rousey, and her other wins are by pretty much scrubs. I think Jessica I has fought better people. She is coming off of 3 losses, but I mean, her I don't know. I just think she's gonna make a comeback right now. I think I'm gonna go with Jessica I, just because honestly I just hate Betch. So yeah, Jessica I. Next, we got another girl fight. Next, we got Joanne Calderwood versus Jessica Andrade. They're gonna be fighting at 115. Jessica Andrade is 14-5, and Joanne Calderwood is 11-1. It's going to be a pretty close fight. Jessica Andrade, 15er. I think she has to make a lot. She has to cut a lot of weight to make it to that weight class. And to be honest, Joanne Calderwood has been pretty impressive recently. I think she's been getting some wins that she probably should have lost. Her win against Valerie was pretty impressive. She got a 3rd round KO. I think what's gonna happen is and she's a tough girl, man. It's hard to finish her. I think Jessica Andrade is just used to being the bigger girl. She's probably gonna try to finish her quick. I think Joanne Calderwood is gonna weather the storm and either get a decision, probably win 2nd and 3rd round, or get a finish in the 3rd round. So I'm gonna go with Joanne Calderwood. What about you?
Yeah, you called the spot on, dude. I'm happy for you because I have more UFC knowledge than you, and I'm kind of shocked that you kind of called this. I'm proud of you. Just kidding. Anyways, yeah, I got Calderwood in this fight. Andrade fades. She gasses out, and she looks good at 115. I mean, she's a pretty stocky girl, but Calderwood is a beast. She has a good heart. I don't know if you ever heard her voice, but her voice serenades me. I don't know, her voice is the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anyways, but yeah, dude, Calderwood looked very good against Valerie. I mean, that was a barn burner that she smoked Valerie, dude. Valerie's tough though, dude. Valerie's always in a good fight. But Calderwood looked very impressive. So I got Calderwood. I think she's more well-rounded, and I don't think she quits. I think Jessica Andrade is quitting fights before, so I'm gonna be going Calderwood. Next up, we got Faber versus Jimmy Rivera. I'm excited to see what the line's gonna be like, but yeah, I'm not gonna be picking against Faber anytime soon. Okay, in a title fight, that's the only fights he loses, dude. Jimmy Rivera is a beast, though. I will say that, but this is too big of a fight for him right now. He's been in split decisions, close fights that he could have lost, and Uriah Faber is a beast. Look what he did to Michael McDonald a couple years ago, man. He beats everybody that it's not in a title fight. So I got Uriah Faber in this fight. I do not think it's going to go to the scorecards. I think Faber's going to get a finish. What about you?
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to agree with you, even though I'm not a big fan of Faber. I just think that Jimmy Rivera hasn't really fought the type of people yet, that to to make him ready for this, for like someone like Uriah Faber. You know, Uriah Faber, I think, is one of the elite fighters at 135. Even though he's old, I think he still has a few years left in him. You know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I think it should be an easy win for Uriah Faber. It's going to get him back on that winning, going to get his it should be an easy win for him.
I will say this, though. He had a close fight with Frankie Saenz, and I do think that Jimmy Rivera is better than Frankie Saenz. Just throw that out there. But I still think Faber should get the win. I think he's a little bit he's a smarter fighter than Jimmy, and Rivera likes to get in brawls, and Faber does too, but Faber has a good chin. Faber knows how to mix it up and get the takedown, so I think this all comes down to Faber fighting the better competition. He's a veteran, and he doesn't win non-title fights. And he's a tough son of a bitch, and he's just more well-rounded than Jimmy. All right, so we both got Faber.
All right, next fight is a pretty funny fight in my opinion. We got CM Punk. He's 0-0. And Mickey Gall, who's 2-0. And believe it or not, these guys are in the main event of a pay-per-view fight. Wow. It's kind of impressive to me. I don't think CM Punk has any like real wrestling other than WWE. He's got a 0% KO rate. He's got a 0% submission rate. He's got a 0% decision rate. They're going to be fighting at. Wait, what are they going to be fighting at? Welterweight?
Or no, flyweight. It's flyweight.
Catch? What?
It's 125. I'm joking. Yes, welterweight.
It's not a funny joke, but
know your shit, bro.
Well, I couldn't go because CM Punk says he weighs 185, so I couldn't tell.
It's welterweight.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think Mickey Gall's a finisher, dude. He's actually gotten some fights under his record. He's got some amateur fights. He's got some pro fights, and that's a lot more than CM Punk has. I don't really know what. It seems like Mickey Gall hurts people on the feet, and then he just subs them quick. So I think that's probably what's going to happen to CM Punk. They're going to try to stand and trade. CM Punk's old. He's going to be uncoordinated, and he's going to get hit. And then he's gonna fall, and Mickey Gall's gonna jump on him. I don't understand why these WWE fighters think they can make it in the. I mean, Brock Lesnar is an exception because that fool's a freak athlete, and he actually had he actually was a high level collegiate wrestler, So, I mean, he actually does have a chance, and he's actually a competitor. But CM Punk is just an actor, if you ask me. So I think Mickey Gall is going to do quick work of him, and should be an easy fight, an easy money to make. I really hope a lot of WWE fans bet on him, so I can bet on Mickey Gall on easy money. So I'm going to go with Mickey Gall with the finish. What about you?
Yeah, I don't like the line in this fight. I actually decided last night I am not betting on this fight. 100% sure. There's too many question marks in my opinion. I am picking Gall to win, but there's so many question marks. I mean, yes, Mickey Gall's the taller fighter, but CM Punk's the bigger fighter. CM Punk is a big dude. I mean, he is ripped out of his mind, and he's an athletic guy too, man. And yeah, he's never fought a UFC fight before, but he's been a wrestler, dude, for a long time. I mean, he fought tough dudes in WWE, and he trains it. Hold on. I'm picking Gall, so I don't know why you're arguing with me. He trained with Showtime Pettis with Duke Rufus, and I mean, I'm picking Gall. I do think, Gall trained at the Jim Miller and Dan Miller and all that. He's in the edge. He already has a UFC fight, but he's only fought twice. So, I mean, they both have, not a lot of experience. So, it's a tough fight to call. That's why I'm not betting on this fight. I want CM Punk to win, though. But I think
what?
I want CM Punk to win, yeah.
I don't get how you think it's so many question marks.
We don't know. We don't know how CM Punk's going to look. We do not know. He could go in there and smoke Mickey Gall.
I guess you're right. He can. Anything is possible, but I don't think that's very unlikely.
And even though I just said that I'm not going to bet, a part of me wants me to put maybe like $20 on CM Punk because he's going to make a lot of money if he wins. I mean, I'm going to make a lot of money if he wins. But yeah, it all comes down to too many question marks. I think CM Punk's going to lose, but I want him to win. So, tough fight. It's the most intriguing fight in that card, in my opinion. All right, so next up we got Fabricio Werdum against Travis Browne. I do not like Werdum. You know that. I hate that stupid laugh that he does. Ooh. I like the stupid his faces that he makes and all that. He's an idiot. But this is one of the easiest fights to call, in my opinion. Yes, heavyweight fights are super hard to call because, you know, they're the biggest dudes in the world. But one punch can change anything. Travis Browne has looked terrible lately. He needs to go back to Jackson's if he wants to have any success. Training with Ronda Rousey is not going to – I mean, training with Edmund is – come on, Edmund is one of the worst coaches in the world. So I think Werdum's going to get back on track and get a first-round finish. I think he has more heart. He has a better chin, even though he just got knocked out. But I think he has more tools and more power on the feet. And, you know, the first time they fought, I mean, it was destruction on Werdum. So I don't think it's going to change this time. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it should be an easy fight to call. Travis Browne just got destroyed by Kane. He also got knocked out by Arlovsky. Fabricio Werdum is coming off a pretty devastating knockout, but other than that, he's been pretty good. I think he's beaten Mark Hunt. He beat Kane. So I think he just fought. I just think he's more technical than Travis Browne. He's got more tools. His striking is good. I mean, last time they fought, Werdum fucking lit him up on the feet. And not only that, Werdum is like exceptional jiu-jitsu. So I'm going to go with Werdum just because he's got more tools in his trade. And I just think he's a better fighter, stand up and on the ground. All right, next fight.
Last fight, yeah.
All right, we got Alistair Overeem. He's coming up to challenge the champion, Stipe Miocic. They're going to be fighting at the heavyweight. Stipe is 15-2. Alistair Overeem is 41-14. I mean, this guy has a lot of fights under his belt. He's also, I think, like a K1 champion. You know, he's a very good striker, and so is Stipe. So I think this is going to be a very fun fight to watch. It can go both ways, man. These guys are both good strikers.
Yeah.
Alistair Overeem, I think, is coming off a good win from Arlovsky. He's I think he has a lot of momentum coming off, and he wants that UFC title. I think that'll complete his reign. You know, that could make him one of the best heavyweight fighters of all time, just because of everything that he's accomplished in his career. I think he's gonna want this fight, but I don't know. Stipe is a heavy hitter, man. You saw what he did to Werdum, and that was impressive. I made some money off of him. So
we both picked Werdum, I think, right? Or no, I'm sorry, we both picked Stipe.
Yeah, we both picked Stipe.
Yeah, we watched that at your house.
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was great, and I think I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard. Anything can happen. You know, I'm probably gonna stay away from it. I don't think I'm gonna bet. I can see I can see Reem like being careful and like kickboxing him. You know, he has. I mean, they have the same reach, but he has kicks. You know, he has a little bit more. His striking is a little bit more diverse. So it's kind of hard to say who's going to win. But I mean, all it takes is one hit from Stipe, and you're hitting for. So you know what? I think Stipe is too fast for him. He's very athletic. He's so explosive. I'm going to go with Stipe with the knockout. What about you?
Yeah, I see two major factors in this fight. One, who has a better chin, and that's definitely Stipe. And two, who is more well-rounded. I'm talking too fast. I'm like slurring my words anyways. And that's Stipe. So they both look impressive lately. But Stipe, I feel like, has more tools, too. I mean, he can mix it up and take Alistair down. I don't know. I think the chin's a major factor in this fight. And it's definitely Stipe. Alistair's been knocked out so many times. He's been hurt even in his wins. He got hurt against Big Country. So I do think Stipe's going to win in his hometown. And I think Stipe's going to keep the belt for a while. I mean, honestly, I'm saying it now. The only dude, in my opinion, that could beat Stipe in that weight class is my boy Francis. Francis Ngannou will be the next champ. So I think I don't know why you're shaking your head. That dude is a beast.
Francis has horrible freaking ground game.
No, he does not. He does not have. Dude, Curtis Blades could even take him down. He looks better every fight. So, anyways, yeah, I think Stipe is gonna knock him out. Overeem's a beast though. Dude, I like Overeem, and it could either be a dogfight or a quick finish. But I don't think Stipe's gonna knock him out in the first round. I think it's gonna be a feeling out process for both guys. Maybe they both hurt each other, but I think Stipe's gonna tag him in the second round and get the ground pound. So, all right, guys, we will be back. I don't know when the next card is. It might be what is it? I think it might be Dustin Poirier versus Michael Johnson. But we had a good card on Saturday, and we already did our predictions. I can't wait until Iro Latifi knocks out Ryan Bader in the first round, and we'll see you guys later.
Hey, wait up! So we got the next one is going to be Dustin Poirier versus Michael Johnson.
Yeah, the line might be extreme, but I'm gonna be betting on Poirier for sure.
It's gonna be a good fight, guys. So tune in next time.
Later, guys.